That guy was a fucking gorilla.
Yeah.
A big old gray-haired gorilla.
Gray-haired gorilla.
He was like prematurely gray.
Oh, yeah.
So he had gray chest hairs and a crazy gray mustache and built like a fucking tank.
Yep.
And he was just yanking on things.
He wasn't taking anything.
Yeah. Yeah, he was yanking on shit.
But Coleman and Kerr, that was their...
Yep. I remember Kerr fucked somebody up in Pride, some Russian cat.
Oh,
he got him in a can opener and fucked his neck up. And when that was...
Bronco.
Yes, that's right. Was it him?
Yeah, well, that was the first one that he did, and then he had...
It was a Russian guy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of who that
I forget the guy's name, but I remember the guy writhing in agony, holding onto his neck, and I'm thinking, fuck that. And that was the Smashing Machine Kerr. That was Kerr when he was on all the Mexican supplements. He was on everything they ever invented in labs.
Yeah.
He was giant.
I can tell you about it. I was rolling with...
Why would you roll with Kerr? Did you roll with Kerr?
I did not. I never rolled with Mark Kerr, but I rolled with Mark Coleman.
Oh, Jesus.
And
that's not better.
Kevin Randleman. Oh, my God. It was funny, because at first we were trying, oh, yeah, we'll just roll,
Right.
And then it was, hey, I've been working on this defense. That's not going to work. And he actually told me, Pat Miletich told me that. He didn't teach it that way, dude. I'm just telling you. And it was triangle defense because he's fighting in Pride, and he ended up getting triangled by Minotauro. But he would sit there and he'd put his hand to his forehead.
Oh, Jesus.
But he was the strongest human being I had ever rolled with.
He changed a lot of people's games. People don't realize, like when Mark Coleman came into the game, like when Mark Coleman beat Dan Severn and just got him in that scarf hold and cranked on his neck, when people saw what Mark was doing to people, everybody got bigger. Everybody. That was when Vitor went up to like 240.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everybody got bigger because they were just thinking, one day I'm going to have to fight that fucking gorilla. Like, I just got to get at least 40 pounds bigger.
Yeah, I love Mark. He at a certain point, he hated me because, I changed the rules on him. It was me.
The headbutts? Did you change the headbutts?
Oh, yeah, it was me.
See, I like headbutts.
Yeah.
I think they're effective.
So do I.
For him, they were very effective.
Oh, my God. He would take you down. Guys would grab, overhook his arms,
and
he would use that big old melon to just squish him.
But the crazy thing is, when Maurice Smith beat Mark Coleman, headbutts were legal.
Yes, they were.
They were legal back then,
and
Maurice
the last one.
Still won.
That was the last show.
That's why I'm in favor of headbutts. Like
Joe Rogan and Big John McCarthy. Shout out to Joe Rogan and Big John McCarthy. This was a great episode of the MMA show, Joe Rogan's MMA show. And they're speaking on Mark Coleman, UFC Hall of Famer, Pride legend. Mark Coleman is responsible for some of the greatest MMA fights ever. Maurice Smith comes to mind. They just mentioned it. How Maurice Smith had a defense for Mark Coleman's headbutts. He fought a whole bunch of legends, including Randy Couture, Fedor Emelianenko, the aforementioned Maurice Smith, Kevin Randleman. I'm pretty sure he fought Big Nog, if I'm not mistaken, Krokop. But yeah, Randleman, man, he was around during the Wild West days of MMA, when everybody was using Mexican supplements. If you don't know what Mexican supplements are, it's an analogy for steroids. Everybody was jacked back then, man. Vitor came into the UFC as a heavyweight. He retired as a middleweight. Vitor is barely 6 feet tall, my guy. He stood at 240 pounds, 6 feet tall, retired as a middleweight. That should just give you an idea of the kind of juice these people were on, right? It wasn't Lesnar juice, but it was definitely Uberim horse meat type energy, right? But despite that, he was one of the greatest champions, yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.